The governor is declaring a state of emergency and is citing credible threats of violence.
Citing some credible threats.
The FBI and local law enforcement say they've received credible threats of violence.
Many demonstrators were heavily armed. Look at them. They look like soldiers.
With all of the threats and all of the terribly violent rhetoric that's going on right now, our main goal is not to engage with gun extremists today.
Gun rights groups who aren't extremists need to ask themselves why it is that white supremacists want to show up at their rally. If you're going, you're associated.
Virginia's governor has declared a state of emergency, hoping to avoid a repeat of the deadly protests in Charlottesville in 2017.
We will not allow that mayhem and violence to happen here.
All right, so here we are. We're going to be talking about the incredible violence, or more lack of, at the big gun rally in Richmond, Virginia this week. Police were everywhere, and it was kind of hard to tell what the outcome was going to be. It seemed very, very calm, and overall people were talking about making sure they maintained the peace and not giving the cops any sort of trouble. Overall, it was a very calm experience, and there was no red flags.
And it's strange, the Democrats, the Ku Klux Klan was the military wing of the Democrat Party. Amen. And everything that they do and have done, they put it on us. So we're just people that we love freedom. We don't want to hurt anyone. You know, we don't want our legislators to rule us. We want our legislators to govern.
This is a great day in America. This is an absolutely monumental occasion. This is a pre-Revolutionary War type event. And if you're armed, I know you're not going in there. Okay? That's a fort. He built a fort around his castle. He thinks that's his castle. This is not his castle. This is our house. USA! 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 USA!
At this point, I decided I needed to go out and check for myself to see if there were any racists or white supremacists or neo-Nazis.
What brought you out here today?
Well, definitely pro-Second Amendment and anti-Ralph Northam.
Are you a white supremacist?
No.
Are you a neo-Nazi?
No.
Do you believe white people are superior to others?
No.
Have you seen minorities here today?
Absolutely.
Obviously, this guy wasn't a racist, so I decided to ask someone else and found a very interesting individual.
What brought you out here today?
I came out here because obviously you see I'm a man of color, and what everybody was trying to say was there's going to be nothing but white supremacists out here. So I just wanted to simply bust the narrative that there are Second Amendment supporters that are black.
Have you met a white supremacist today yet?
No.
Has there been any clashes or anything?
There have not been any clashes, no fights, all peace, love. I've hugged a Black Lives Matter member, and I'm nowhere near a member of Black Lives Matter. So it just shows that the Second Amendment is a unifying factor between even the people that don't agree on other differences politically.
And this was the moment I had to ask the very awkward question.
And are you a white supremacist or a neo-Nazi?
Am I a neo-Nazi or a white supremacist? No.
Okay, so this really wasn't going anywhere, so I decided to ask people if they were intimidated by the guns.
And what do you think about all these people carrying around these huge weapons?
I'm so scared, I tell you. I almost peed my pants. I saw everybody carrying firearms. It scared the shit out of me. Actually, I know I'm in the safest damn environment I can be in.
And have you witnessed any white supremacists, neo-Nazis here
I
today?
have not seen the first white supremacist, and you know what? Here's what I say to white supremacists. I'm an American, and that's all that matters. I don't care whether you're from Latin America, Canada, whatever. If you're an American citizen today, I'm all for you.
Okay, so no dice. What about another white guy?
And let me ask you something. Are you a white supremacist or a neo-Nazi or anything like that?
Let me think. No.
Okay. And have you?
Last time I checked, my grandfather is full-blood Apache Indian.
Are you a white supremacist or a neo-Nazi?
With an Asian wife, no.
Are you a white supremacist or a neo-Nazi by any chance? Or?
Oh, I mean, I really don't want to be sarcastic here because you'll never know these days. But no.
All right, so basically everyone was getting along with no clashes. This candidate who was running for office expressed everyone's outlook on the day very well.
And for several years, for the last 4 years I was here, we allowed you to carry on grounds in the General Assembly building on the Capitol. And guess what? Nobody ever got hurt. Just like today, where nobody got hurt.
While this was a pro-gun rally, that didn't stop a couple of individuals from trying to make it about something else. And by something else, I mean Donald Trump.
People against Mexicans. That's just saying they're coming over here, take your jobs, rape your children, kill you. He take one incident of somebody that done something from another race, and he run with that.
So why am I? Hey, I'm asking, what does it mean?
Hey, he don't know. He can't remember black. He can't remember KKK. He can't remember blackface. And then you talking that. Oh, need no good. You talking that. You got a blackface governor, boy. You got a blackface governor there.
Really, it was more annoying than anything else. So what can we take away from this? Well, first off, the event was super peaceful, it was super relaxed. There was really no violence whatsoever. On top of that, the media and opposing groups, they were trying to make it seem like this was an extremist rally that would lead to widespread violence, but it really wasn't. I mean, even Governor Northam is trying to make it seem like it was the next Charlottesville incident or was going to be like that, when in reality, it was nowhere close. It wasn't a clash with the Titans, not even a clash to begin with, honestly. People from all walks of life came to support the Second Amendment rights that they have, and they wanted to show Northam that they don't want this new legislation. Minorities were even there, and the mainstream media is barely covering this. I've never been to a more peaceful rally, and yet the Democrats are ignoring the fact that there were over 22,000 gun-owning people at this event, and they're saying that there was no indication that people want to preserve the Second Amendment or that they're against this legislation. Obviously, there is a lot more in store for this year, and we're going to see what kind of response the people of Virginia have in November when they go to the polls. So anyway, that's been it. My name is Conservative, and let's talk.